Good evening. This is another episode of You Deserve to Smile. This is day 18, day 19. Like we've been doing this every single day. We're going to keep giving it to you to the first of the year. We were going to stop on December 29th, which was the day we were doing our event. But with the feedback that we've been getting and us changing the date of the event till January 18th, we've decided to keep on going also so that we can celebrate the 7 days of Kwanzaa with you. So, this is You Deserve to Smile. This is Thankful Thursday. But more importantly, today is the first day of Kwanzaa. The first day of Kwanzaa. Whether you are Black, whether you are African American, however you choose to call yourself or label yourself, whether you have ever heard the principles of Kwanzaa or have ever understood why Kwanzaa was here. So Kwanzaa was established to give an alternative to Christmas or those who are participating in the materialistic side of Christmas, right? So that we can stay in the spirit of giving, in the spirit of giving for all of the right reasons. And today is the first day of Kwanzaa. And the first day of Kwanzaa is Umoja, which is unity. So Kwanzaa is Swahili, and the words that are the actual terms that are used for Kwanzaa are also in Swahili. So the first day of Kwanzaa is the day of Umoja, or the day of unity. So we want to pay attention to what are we unified with going into 2025. There may be some things we need to shake loose. There may be some things we need to let go of, right? There may be some things we need to hold on to tighter, right? We don't know until we take the time to reflect and see, right, what it is that we are connected to and why. There are people, places, things that we have been holding on to for way too long because we started off growing up in that neighborhood, or we've known that person from childhood, or that person may be whatever reason you want to give yourself as the excuse for why you hold on too long. But there's always someone that is waiting for you to step up and smile big. We want to pay attention to what we're connected to, because those things can either propel us forward or be pulling us backwards. Let me say that for you again. The things, people, places that we are connected to can propel us forward or they can pull us back. How many times have you been connected to someone that felt like an anchor, like they were just holding you back, holding you in the same space because all they can talk about were stories from your past, and most times stories from your negative past? How many people have made mistakes in the past? I know I have. I am not perfect. One of the quotes you hear me say in my books is, I thank God for not making me perfect, but always giving me something to strive for. So if I allowed people to hold me hostage to the mistakes that I made, and I've made a lot of them, I've been on my own since I was 14. So there were a lot of things that I had to learn as an adult by myself. And it's okay. So you make those mistakes, you learn from those mistakes, but you don't allow those mistakes to hold you hostage. You connect yourself to bigger, better, greater. One of the things that I've always learned, or was taught to me, I should say, in the last 10 years was to leverage your superheroes, To leverage your superheroes means to leverage someone who is in a better space than you. And it doesn't mean that they have more money. They may have more connection. They may have more influence. They have something that you don't have. And you, by you deciding to first serve, one of the greatest things that you can do for anyone, especially for yourself, is ask, how may I serve? Especially those people who are superheroes, who have more than you, whether they have more connection, more influence, whatever it is that you may need more of. If you start in a space of service, meaning helping, giving, doing unconditionally, because we don't always know that the person that we've helped, the person that we've showed love to, is going to be the person that initially repays us. I went to a wonderful conference over 10 years ago that changed my life. When I walked into the conference out in California, I walked into it thinking that one person was going to be the key to opening the doors that I wanted to go into. If I would have stayed focused on only that one person being able to open up the doors that I needed to get into, I would have never, met my big brother, David Corbin. And if you don't know who David Corbin is, here's a blessing, here's a gift from me to you. Here's some emotion, some unity, something that'll bring us all together, right? My big brother, David Corbin, look him up, a great consultant that winded up pouring into me before I could even afford his services. He was able to show me love and has been my big brother ever since. But I came looking for someone else. I came with the focus of something else. And even the people who I went to the conference with, who laughed at what we were looking to accomplish, could only be astonished by what we've done. But if we went into that space closed-minded, thinking that the only connection is that connection, we may have missed the opportunity to fall in love with someone that wanted to love us back, right? We get caught up in color schemes, right? Black, white, orange. We get caught up in culture and all of the things that divide us instead of thinking in umoja, right? Unity. All of the things that bring us together, right? The things that make us unique also can bring us together. So at a time when everything was going wrong in my life, when everything could have continued to go wrong, even when I got to that conference that I knew I was going to win at, the first thing I saw was a loss I could have easily folded. But I smiled. I realized that I was here for a reason, and I made my way. And in making my way, I made a lifelong friend who's now family, right? If you would have told me that my big brother David Corbin would be my big brother today, 10 years ago, I would have said no way. But the relationship that we've been able to build, the smiles, the laughter, the ability to just call someone, right? And how many of us need to just call someone when we want to bounce ideas off of? People that aren't going to steal your ideas, people that may be in better places than you, people that may have accomplished things you haven't accomplished, people that just want to see you smile. Right? I've been blessed to have a few of those in my life, right? To have been willing to serve. One of the greatest things that anyone can do is serve their way forward. Let me say that for you again. One of the greatest ways that you can make sure that you smile, remain happy on your journey, is to serve your way forward, right? To be willing to help someone that may later help you in life. And it may not be that person, again, like I said, it may be someone connected to that person. It may be someone who heard of you because of your interaction with that person. It may be someone who saw how you supported that person that decides to give you your reward. But if we step forward, step up, step in with unconditional love, we allow the universe, God, however you see infinite intelligence, to be able to give you your just deserves. When you are dealing with takers, ingrates, don't get upset. Be grateful for that moment because they may have taught you a lesson. That $5 you giving them because they were ungrateful may have allowed you not to give them 5,000 in the future. But if we're grateful for the interactions, we are open to receive even more. On this Thursday, you see, I've been rocking the black abundant hat all this whole time, really celebrating my daughter, Ayana Simpson, and her partner, Markel Thompson, their clothing line, Abundant ASF. Right? We get to do little things, right? You can show appreciation by doing little things. You don't have to say a lot. I didn't say that this hat was my daughter's clothing line all through the other videos. I just put it on to show the appreciation that her partner Markel had in partnering with my under 18-year-old daughter, that the seed that I planted in him years ago came back full circle so that he can then partner with my under 18-year-old child. And they are now in a partnership making money together. Together, unity, community. You can't spell community without spelling unity. And there's always the seeds that we plant that will allow us to grow the life that we want. Let me say that for you again, because someone needs to hear that. The seeds that we plant will allow us to grow the life that we want, or the seeds that we plant can become the weeds that keep us trapped in the spaces that we are. Right? Make sure that you're not planting seeds of gossip, planting seeds of negativity, planting seeds of hatred that become the weeds that keep you trapped where you are. Make sure you're planting seeds of hope, planting seeds of motivation, planting seeds of love, even when things aren't going your way. I heard from a beautiful soul today. Someone said to me, they said, no one would know that they didn't have a pot to piss in because of the work that they were willing to do. And because the work that they were willing to do, they will always have more than anyone ever imagines. Let me say that for you again. A wonderful person, I'm not going to put their name out there because they didn't, right, said to me, the world wouldn't know that I didn't have a pot to piss in. This is what she said. Right? She didn't have a pot to piss in, but because of the work that she does, she has influence and value. And because of the work she does, she will always have more than most people will ever imagine. What if we were able to be grateful for where we are right now? No matter how hard it may be, no matter how challenging it may be. What if you woke up today and decided that your work is going to elevate you from where you are, and you will serve enough people to live the way you want to live? We get to choose every single day how we're going to show up. We get to choose every single day how big our smile will be. And we get to choose what we're going to be connected and unified with. So we are coming to you. This is day 19 of You Deserve to Smile. We have some great guests coming for you in January. So make sure you go get your tickets. Our business leaders, our owners, our executives. We have some amazing guests, all the way from Dr. Joe White to Sister Amelia Moore, Brother Aaron Bland, my brother Jose Rivera, and the list goes on. Please go to joyfulfunds.com to see the people that are coming. Still have more people to add to the list. So this is going to be an amazing event to make sure that you have your happiest year in 2025, to make sure that you are able to smile big and enjoy, to make sure that you have a clear vision, mission, direction, and connection, right? To make sure that if you start off your year little unclear, we'll help you clarify that vision on January 18th. If you don't have a true vision, we'll help you make sure that you have a true vision before you leave the room with us on January 18th. We'll make sure that you have a true mission, right? To understand what your major definite purpose is, for you to be clear about it, for you to be able to speak it out loud, for you to be able to articulate it so that others can not only get behind it, but support it, to make sure that you have the right direction, because it is easy for us to get tripped up by opinions, but opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one, but only crap comes from it. So you want to make sure that you are seeking counsel, that you're getting people who are teaching you from their experience and expertise, not just telling you based on what they think might happen, right? And then connection, to be connected, to be connected with other entrepreneurs, to be connected with other like minded individuals, to be connected with other leaders, to be connected with other people that just want to smile big and live as their happiest self. So make sure you go to joyfulfunds.com, get your tickets, make sure you're in the house, because we have some amazing people that are coming to support you. But on this Thankful Thursday, day 19 of this 23 days of happiness, we want you to make sure that you are checking your connection. Today is the first day of Kwanzaa, and we're not going to worry about whether you are someone with melanin in your skin or non-melanated. We're not going to worry about what culture you represent today. We're going to give you the first principle of Kwanzaa, which is Umoja, which is unity. So we can't speak unity and worry about what race, color, creed you are, whether we worry about what culture you represent, how tan or untan you are, how tall you are, how small you are. None of those things bring unity. Unity comes from us being able to see the individual that you are, celebrate the individual that you are, and know that that individual brings value to the group, right? We all have something to add. We all have value. Don't allow anyone to make you feel less than when you are always more than enough. You always had more than enough. You're always going to be more than enough. So enjoy your journey. Enjoy who you are becoming, and never forget how special you truly are. On this day of Umoja, we are also excited to announce that in February, we are releasing our next book with our co author, our brother Paul Hoyt. We're releasing curing racism. I think on a day like today, when we're talking about unity and umoja, today would be a great day to announce that we are releasing Curing Racism in February, that we'll be doing focus groups through the month of January so that some people will get to give us early feedback on the book, tell us what they're thinking, allow us to lean into their love and understanding so that we can become even more efficient, effective, and impactful with the message that we're putting out for next year. You know, we've already been testing out our corporate trainings, individual studies, corporate workshops. So all of those things are ready to go. You know, we are so excited for that. You know, I'm sorry that my brother Paul couldn't join us for your happiest year 2025. But if enough people ask, maybe we'll put him on the screen. So we'll have him, you know, video in, since Paul was all the way in California. And your happiest year 2025 will be held in my hometown right now. The town that we're living in is Allentown, PA. So that's where it would be held. So we have people coming to Allentown to join us, not only to make the citizens and the business owners of Allentown stronger, but anyone in the adjacent area, right? Make sure you get your tickets for your happiest year 2025. You deserve to smile. We have some amazing guests coming out. I'm so excited to be able to share my extended family and friends with each and every one of you. But as we are going through our day today, I want you to take time before you go to bed and reflect. Reflect on, what are you unified with? You know, some of us have joined groups that no longer represent us, communities, gangs, situations that no longer represent us. We need to make sure that whatever we are connected to, whatever we are unified with, whatever we stand for, is moving in the direction in which we choose to go, not because someone else has decided that's who we should be. You are so amazing. You are so wonderful. You are one of a kind. So it's so important that you see the greatness within you. Make sure you go to Joyful Funds, get your tickets. We're excited for Curing Racism coming, our next book in February. We're going to continue to give you some more. You deserve to smile. We're going all the way through January 1st. We're going to go through the last day of Kwanzaa so that we can actually give you all of the principles of Kwanzaa and share not only why you deserve to smile, while those principles are so important. And maybe you can apply not just those principles during these 7 days of the year, but maybe apply these principles to your everyday life. Wouldn't it be better, or wouldn't life be greater, if you were more unified with the people around you? Wouldn't life feel better? Wouldn't life allow you to smile bigger if you were more connected to the greatness in your city? Wouldn't life just be the greatest if you could just see the greatness within you and enjoy the greatness within others? These videos make you smile, bring you any joy, or inspire you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. We are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So these videos are being aired live on all three of those stations at the same time. So if these videos are bringing you any joy, tell a friend to tell a friend that we're here every day, at least until the first of the year. Make sure you go back and watch the other lives, because each day we have made sure to give you a different jewel. So we are not talking about the same things over and over, but we are making sure that you are building a solid foundation for you to be able to live happy, be happy, lead happy lives. Whether you are a business person who we speak to a lot, an entrepreneur, or just anyone in life, we deserve to be happy. Our dreams are worth it, and we are worthy. Don't let anyone talk you out of feeling as amazing as you are, because you are one of a kind, and there's no one that can be better at being you than you. 2025 will be our happiest year. So go to Joyful Funds and get your tickets right now. And make sure you remember that you deserve to smile.